Hello, Spark participants. If you missed my workshop for Math for Teachers Part 1, we are going to be doing a review of laws of operation. So the first law of operation is called commutative law, and it's applied to addition. And basically what it says is we have two elements, A and B. If we reverse the order, it's going to be the same answer. And here we have an example. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 3 plus 2 is also equal to 5. For the multiplication, we can also apply it, and it says the same thing. If we have two elements A and B, A times B is going to be equal to B times A. The example we have, 2 times 3 is equal to 3 times 2, and both of them are equal to 6. Unfortunately, this doesn't apply for subtraction and addition. If we have two elements, A plus A minus B is not equal to B minus A. And as we can see in the example, we had 2 minus 3 give us negative 1, and 3 minus 2 give us positive 1, and negative 1 is not equal to 1. For division, we have the same thing. A over B is not the same as B over A. So 1/2 is not the same as 2 over 1, which is just 2. After that, we have the associative law. We start with addition again, and it says if we have three elements, without changing the order, we can associate whatever way we want. We can leave the first term alone and then add the next two terms, or put together the first two terms and then add the third term. And here's an example. We can say 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. And the same way we can say that 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6. In the case of the multiplication, we can apply the same law. So we have three elements, A times B times C is the same as A times B times C. And here we have an example. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. It gives us exactly the same answer. This doesn't apply for subtraction and addition, and here we have A minus B minus B minus C is not the same as A minus B minus C. In the parentheses, we have 3 minus 2, which is 1, and then we have 2 minus 1 is 1. In the other side of the operation, we have 2 minus 3, it's negative 1, and then negative 1, negative 2 gives you negative 3. So negative 1 is not equal to negative 3. We also have the division is not equal to each other. So then, A divided by 4 is 2, and then 2 divided by 2 is 1. On the other hand, we have 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 2 is not equal to 4. And then we have the next law, which is called identity element. This applies for addition and multiplication. In the addition, if we have an element and we add the identity element, which is the 0, we get back that same element. And here we have an example. 30 plus 0 is just 30. And if we reverse the order, 0 plus 30 is also 30. In the case of multiplication, the identity element is 1. So 8 times 1 is A, and 1 times A is just A. So 16 times 1 is equal to 16, and 1 times 16 is also equal to 16. For subtraction and division, it just applies to one way, which is putting the element first and then the identity element after. A minus 0 is A, but 0 minus A is not A, it's negative A. For the inverse, we only have inverses for addition and multiplication. For the addition case, the only thing you do is change the sign of the element. So you have A plus minus A is equal to 0, and minus A plus A is equal to 0. And in the example, we have 2 plus negative 2 is 0, and negative 2 plus 2 is also equal to 0. And 0 is the identity element. In the multiplication, we want to get 1, which is the identity element. So A times 1 over A gives us 1, and 1 over A times A also gives us 1. And this is applied to every number except 0. We have 3 times 1 over 3 is equal to 1, and 1 over 3 times 3 is also equal to 1. And now for distributivity law, we always should have two operations. The first case is addition and multiplication. So we have multiplication on the outside and addition on the inside. And then we have that A, open parenthesis, B plus C should be equal to A times b plus a times c. And here we have the example. 3 plus 4 is 7, times 2 is 14, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 times 4, which is 8, it gives us 14 also. Then we have the case of the subtraction. So we have multiplication on the outside, subtraction on the inside. A times open parenthesis b minus c, it's equal to ab minus ac. In the example we had 3 minus 4, it's negative 1, and we still have the 2 on the outside. So 2 times negative 1 gives us negative 2. On the other side, we had 2 times 3 is equal to 6, and 2 times 4 is equal to 8, and 6 minus 8 is also equal to negative 2. It's some mistakes that we can make is think that we can apply this to just one operation, but that's not true. If we have 8 open parenthesis b times c, this is not equal to ab times ac. And here is the example. 2 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 2 is 24. But when we get to the other side, we have 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 is 8. And 6 times 8 is 48, which is not equal to 24. So this was a quick review about lab operations. If you need more help with Math for Teachers, come to the lab, Cortez 108, and we can help you with your math. Thank you.